Well, hello everybody, good morning, welcome back to Simulation for the Nation, and welcome back to Oakfield Farm. It is a little bit late in the morning, as you can see. Get my door shut there. We have been starting a little bit later today. We had a late night last night, just sorting a lot of things out with bales. Got up this morning, fed the cattle and came back in just to have a bit more of a, have my breakfast really. Some of the lads haven't started yet. I noticed, I think I just heard Barry's car arrive, so we're going to go and pop down, make sure the drill's full. It's got plenty to work at. And then, yeah, we've got a few little jobs of our own to do this morning as it goes, but we'll jump into the telehandler first. First things first, Barry is going off to drill some winter barley today, so we need to go and make sure that the drill is full. We actually need to get some more seed in soon as well. We're running desperately low. We've got the last of the winter barley seed down there at the moment, and after that it'll be well, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel, so we'll have to see what we can do. Get on the phone, get some more brought in. But again, last night it did rain overnight. It started raining about 11 o'clock, rained for a good couple of hours. So just, I think Barry's going to spend a few hours in the yard here this morning just servicing the drill up before he goes. Hoping really, amongst hope, that it dries out a little bit more. But we will have to see. Now I'm just going to have to tuck myself into this corner. And we'll head around here. I want these 3 bags that are annoyingly tucked up against the side. So we'll have to see if we can scoop them. Lovely stuff. Excellent. So yeah, I got him just to leave the drill down here last night. Just means it's where we're going to be filling it up from, so it made perfect sense to really. We'll just have to slowly creep our way in so I don't hit the corner of the drill. Might just come at a different angle there, so I can square everything up properly. Up we go, that's lovely. Alright, excellent. So we'll empty that first bag in. Excellent stuff. So at the moment here we are filling the drill up with some winter barley, beg your pardon. We're going to be going over to drill field number 41, which has been worked over, ready to go. This is a variety called this is LG California. Now the great thing about this bag is, and it is full already. Good lord, that's great. The great thing about this seed is this is going to be an animal feed variety. So typically what happens is if we try and grow barley for, let's say, biscuits, for example, for flour or for malting, if the weather gets to it too soon and it damages the crop at all or can't get it harvested in the right conditions, then the grade of the barley falls and it gets processed as feed instead, which is a significant reduction in the sale price. Now, if we're producing feed barley, the variance and the tolerance for poorer grade feed is a lot lower, which is good because it means that we can still have it past the acceptable limits there. Now, the variety we're using, this LG California, has a very high potential for strong yield in barley. So, all being well, if we can produce some good quality and good yield in barley, it will still make a good price off it. And the cost of the seed is not quite as high as it would be if it was for malting. So that's what we're going to try at least. We're going to see how that fares up. Now I'm going to pop these bags back into the corner here. And then we will... I'm going to pop these bags back into the corner here, into the shed, and then we'll come back and pick these up later, I think. So we'll probably take them down to the field for him. It just depends upon how Barry gets on, really. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what he does. We really need to come back in here and square this, tidy this shed up a little bit, I think. Okay, so we'll leave that there. That should be good. Oh, and that seems to be my phone ringing there. Let me just go and answer that and we'll come back to you. Okay, so what I was going to talk about later on, this has been kind of pushed up a little bit. We baled a lot of straw, as you may remember from our last episode. We talked about that. We got a contractor in to come and stack some of the straw up and chase it, so we didn't have to worry about it being over the field. Yesterday I managed to get a straw supplier, or straw distributor, who sells a lot of his straw across kind of the southwest of the country and Wales. And he wants to come and take some loads away today. So I was like, fine, yeah, you can come along. Didn't realise he was going to be here quite so early, and he's actually up at the field there now. So we're going to go and drive up with the loader, see what's going on there. We'll likely just leave the loader up there and let him crack on, because he's going to be bringing several different wagons in through the day, which I don't mind at all. He can just get on and do that, really. But what I do need to let him do that is, let's put my forks on. That's lovely. Okay, so we'll take this back over up to the top of the field there, and we'll let's see what he's got going on. I think as well after this we're looking to hopefully, I'm not sure how soon we'll get combine in, given the amount of rain we had last night, if at all. If we do and the weather's nice to us, it might be later on in the day, so we'll have to play that by ear, really. In the meantime, we're going to, whilst we wait for some of that dampness to settle, we're going to see if we can get a little bit of groundwork done. I think it would be nice to see if we can get the drill out and see, get the drill out and also get some discs out. I think we'll work a little bit of land down. The fields of oats we were in last night, or yesterday afternoon, down in the bottom of the valley there, we'll want to disc that in a little bit because there's quite a lot of straw on those oats. So we'll get the fent out as well, get that up and working, and we'll make a bit of a start with the land work, which I'm quite looking forward to actually. It'll be nice to get cracking on that side of things. So there should be a truck up here, and there he is. Alright, so I'm going to have a quick chat with him. As you can see, we've got a monstrous straw pile up ahead, and we'll get to that in a second once we've figured out what we're going to do here. So I'll come back in just a second. Alright then, so the truck is getting up to, I've told him just to kind of wait up there and we'll see what we can get done. But you should see the mountain of straw we have here. It is monstrously big. This was pretty much all from this field here. I believe there's somewhere, I can't actually remember, I think it's somewhere in the region of 16 stacks we have here, which is quite something really. So what we're going to do, we're going to get this first guy loaded up, and then yeah, once he's up and working, we'll leave the loader up here I think, and we'll make sure that everything else is working okay. And then he can just, when he arrives, because he's going to be travelling backwards and forwards, I think there's 3 trucks that got in the go, so they might get 3 loads done today, truth be told. But yeah, he can crack on with that, and then we'll see how they're looking at the end of the day. So hopefully it didn't rain too much last night, so it doesn't make too much of a mess. What we might have to do is come through and then perhaps rip through this little bit here with the cultivators, just because it's slightly going to get a little bit compacted down. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I could do them pulling back a little bit there, but I'll just have to try and work my way in a little bit closer. That's better. So yeah, this is actually a really good straw. It did well to get it all stacked up last night. Actually, it didn't get too damaged in the rain, which was what we really needed to see. Actually, we'll lift up a little touch there. Nice, good, strong spring barley straw as well, and there's a heck of a market for straw in general. So, in some respects, it's a great problem to have, really. We've stored as much as we can in the shed for now. We can get a little bit more in there. We'll see how this buyer wants to go, really. If he wants to take it all, then by no means am I going to stop him from taking it all. That's for sure. But we will leave that one there. So I'm going to get this first load finished up. Shouldn't take us too long to do, I should imagine. But we'll we'll see what we can do. We'll get this loaded up there, and then we'll come back to you, and we'll see when the next lorry is going to come in and make a plan up from there, I guess. But hopefully, yeah, we'll get some cultivation done today. This was a bit of an unexpected, pleasant surprise, I would say. But yes, we're cracking through here. It shouldn't take us too much longer to fill this up at all. So we'll catch you when we're done. Alrighty, so that is load number 1 done. He's gonna zip around the back there and get himself away. What have we got on that load there? It's 36 bales on there. The heap is still monstrous. Look at the size of this thing. I'm just going to pull the JCB up there, and we'll just... This is the private road in theory that rolls down here, so we're just going to leave it up here out of the way. And I had a quick chat with the guy on the lorry there. He's more than happy to load himself up, so we're going to let him do it, frankly. I don't need to back down the yard anytime soon. But yeah, look at the bales. Nice to get them all stacked up here. Get them off the field as well. Much quicker with the lad who did it on the chase last night. I'm going to shut this gate though, I do think. Get that shut. Yeah, so like I say, it's much better for him to do it. Took him about 4 or 5 hours to get all these done, so I'm happy with that. And we'll get them all loaded off before it gets too much wet, really, on the ground. And once we get that, if we get any more moisture on here, this will just become a mess. So it's good that we get these loaded off as quickly as possible. And we are going to go and head on down to the yard again. We'll have a quick walk. It's a nice morning, if anything else. You can see on the hillside there, we've still got a bit to do. But yeah, whilst it's a little bit wet still out, we're going to make some progress with some drilling and get the fence hooked up to the rollers and to the... I've got like a disc roller train that you may have seen in the previous episode. So we're going to get that all set back up again. We are about to get ourselves up and running. For those of you who are wondering, we still yet to get the scrapman out to collect this. Trying to find one with a big enough kind of low loader to actually pick it up. So that's going to have to come fairly soon because I want to get back into my workshop. But yeah, we're going to go out. I've changed my mind actually. We're going to go and disc down the field that we've just that we're stacking bales in as well. That way I can kind of keep an eye on what's going on as well. We've got our Fent train set up here, so we've obviously got the 1050 on the front with a nice set of heavy discs and then a roller on the back as well, so we can really work everything in as we go. So yeah, we'll go up there and we'll turn the ground over. And yeah, should work nice and tightly actually. Dad's going to come in about an hour or two. It's just gone about 10 o'clock in the morning now, so he's going to come in an hour or two and go and check on what's going on, see if we can get combining, see if we can make any kind of headway really. And then if we can, that'll be perfect. We'll just take it from there. But yeah, I'm not expecting to get too much done there this morning, I must say. We'll take what we can get, as the expression goes. Right now we'll just meander our way up into the field. And what we'll probably do, we'll just leave this little strip at the bottom where the lorries are going to come in and out of. And we can just start. We'll give them a bit of a grace period. We'll just start with the rest of the field, I think. Now we're going to go slightly over the tram lines just to work those in a bit. So we'll go up to the top here. Yeah, so we're going to, like I mentioned, we're going to go slightly off the angle of the original tram lines we can see here. Oh! Wow, we've got another lorry here. Look at that. Well, I guess if he's back, we'll... Oh, we've got a lady's here to help us now, so we'll go and load her up, and then we'll... I guess we'll get on the way, so we'll just park this up here for now. I didn't think there were going to be 2 lorries quite so quickly, I must say. And just like that, folks, we are away. It's load number 3, I do believe, and she's away with a great lick of knots down that hill. Stacks have got a little bit of a lean to them there. Then that one's even fallen over, but never mind. They're getting loaded up pretty quickly now, and they'll get away, which is good. But we're going to jump back into the fence here. We need to decide upon our little route here. Now, tram lines are heading kind of that way. We're going to go across the tram lines, as I mentioned, just to kind of disc them in a little bit. Hopefully even out some of the mess in there. So, I'll bring up my map here. that's what we'll do. We'll just come in. We're not going to go with a very severe angle. We're just going to make it enough so it kind of rolls everything in and works it all in nicely, really. So let's get that changed. And that should do us. Roll it around. I just need to unfold the rollers again. And pop the discs down and we should be good. Excellent stuff. So we are away. So we're going to keep working down this field here. We'll keep pushing on for a little bit. What I'm thinking of doing shortly as well actually is we'll get a start here, and then I'm actually contemplating taking over from Barry on the drill for a little bit, just to give him a bit of a break and let me have a bit of a push on with the drill for a change. But we will make a little start here if nothing else. I'm not sure how soon we'll expect to see another load of straw arrive, or another lorry for some straw. We'll have to play that one kind of by ear. But at least now we're making a little bit of progress here, which is good to see. Now all we're doing here is just working everything down. Just chopping up the trash on the top of the field there and just burying it really. Turning over the field, not much more than that. But it does just mean that we can get everything kind of worked through here. I'm going to take this little block in the corner and we'll get this all ironed out first. And yeah, everything can get nicely worked in here as well. It should look very good. Excellent stuff. So for this kind of job here, the Fendt we've got on board is more than capable of handling it. This is really not even pushing it, to be honest. There are very few jobs that we have here where the Fendt is at its maximum capacity. Or feels like it's really struggling. We've got a 2-ton weight block on the front here to give us extra traction over the front wheels. And yeah, it's purring along really. Absolutely purring. So we should get this field done in very little time. And yeah, all that remains is for us to do is really get that big block of straw removed at the top there. Which should probably, given on how many loads we've had so far and how much of a kind of an indentation we made into the pile, I would foresee we're going to have probably another 5 or 6 loads to go out of there. So we'll have to wait and see how quickly we can get on top of that. But yeah, everything is going well so far. Very happy with this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to push through a little bit further. We're going to work this down. I'm going to get Barry to come up, I think, in the truck. And we'll swap over and we'll go and see what's happening with some with drilling some winter barley, I think. But yeah, we'll just keep pushing through and we can only wait and see what comes along, I guess. And just like that, that's load number 4, number 5 done. One of the two, and it is away anyway. So we're going to follow this back down to the yard here. Barry's come up to take over in the Fendt for a little bit. Just want to give him a little bit of a change of scenery really. So he's going to sit there and drive the Fendt. Good lord, that's going fast. What a mission over there. Glad I'm not staying in that cab. Alright, anyway, we're going to leave that there. I'm going to stay well away from that reckless driver, I think. But we will head on in to park the truck up. We're going to go take the New Holland out. Barry's very nicely serviced it up this morning, so it's ready to go. And we'll see how we can get on. David has arrived this morning. He's in with Dad. He's also just headed up to the combine. They're going to see if they can crack on there a little bit further. Whether or not they can, I'm not sure, but we'll see. It hasn't rained yet, which is always a good sign there. It's supposed to rain shortly, but we'll wait and see. So we could get this fired up. Let's just spin around here. And we'll fold the drill up, that's lovely. And yeah, we're actually going to head out past the old sawmill. We need to just loop ourselves around. I just need to shut my door. That's better. Okay, so we're just going to take a little cruise down to the field that we ploughed over recently. It was the recent land we just purchased, actually. Formerly sugar beet there. It's been worked over a couple of times, and it's got a game crop in the corner of it. But yeah, it's going to make a good field of spring barley, all being said. And yeah, we'll get this drilled in there and we'll see how it's looking. We are actually running low on fertilizer. But what we'll do is we'll take this down to the field anyway, and then we'll get some fertilizer brought over. That'll be the easiest way to go about it. But yeah, we'll get this all set up and we'll get drilling, I think. Probably have to, now Barry's up at the top there, I'll probably have to get him to come down with the loader on, actually. Put some more fertilizer into here. Didn't realise we were quite so empty, if I'm being honest. Lovely, no one's coming. Road's nice and quiet at the moment. And around we go. We're just going another 50 yards up here. And we'll swing in. Excellent stuff. So, I thought Barry would have filled this up with fertilizer, but then again I did have the loader, so that's always going to stop him a little bit. So we'll have to make a little bit of room here, and we'll get him to come down, we'll get filled up, and then we can make a start. But for now, what I do believe we'll do, I'm just going to park this up here. We're going to leave it here, so thank you very much for watching. We've got a lot of different things on the go, as you can tell here. Hopefully we can really make some good progress before it gets too wet and sticky, really. But we'll see how it's looking, and we will come back to you at a later date. So thank you very much for watching, as always. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button. If you've yet to, then don't forget to subscribe to Simulation for the Nation for a lot more content like this and other stuff along the way. So until then, we will see you again in the next one. But until we do, thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, enjoy what you're doing, but most importantly, happy farming.